The Conversation Motivational Hour with your host, Minister Seon Rodney. The Conversation. Thank you for watching the Conversation Motivational Hour. We love you and cannot wait to see you in person.
This program is being sponsored by Conversational Merchandise Cravings. Visit us at conversationalmerchandisecravings.com. Purchase your cups, mugs, hats, hoodies, and much more. Conversationalmerchandisecravings.com.
Yes, good night. Good night. Even when it hot like lava, I don't leave in a setting a timer. Got to let the whole world know that Jesus Christ is the King. Good night, good night, good night. Hit the share button, hit the share button. It's only the power of the Father could stop you from going down there. It's only the word of God that is strength to stop you from going down there. But the way people living look like they're going down. We are the bro crew, we are the bros. Hit the share button. So we're setting the word all over, setting the word all over. Yes, hit the share button, hit the share button. As you keep on the war on Barbies, Caribbean country, Caribbean islands, South America, North America, Latin America, Central America, continent of Asia and Africa. Just like a time bomb. We are the bros, we are the bros, we are the bros. You're rolling with us, GGRC on Gregory Gomes Rodney. Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Welcome our tribe, our community, and our village, the God's body, the conversation, and all the affiliates. Deliverance, take over your body. The Holy Ghost, fire in your body. Setting the word all over. We setting the word all over. Explode in the place like a time bomb, just like a time bomb. Yeah. Explode in the place like a time bomb. Yes, yes, hit the share button, hit the share button. Just like a time bomb. Yes, you came with them and Barbies, Caribbean country, Caribbean islands, South America, North America, Latin America, Central America, continent of Asia and Africa. Yeah. Shout out to all the affiliates, like yeah. Donors, covenant partners, friends of the August body, the conversation. Yes, we celebrated the entire of the year. 7 years deep, 7 years deep. We are the bros, we are the bros, we are the bros, we are the bros. You lock into the tribe, the community, and the village of the August body called the Conversation on all the platforms. I want to say a special thank you to all those who support the family fund of the Guyana Association of Georgia. Thank you, all the vendors and all the patriots. Along with the Guyana Association of Georgia, the president and the executive board. And thanks to the Guyana community. thanks to all those who support Pastor Ricky album launch. It was blessed to be the MC of that great August album launch. It was very much a great auspicious launch, an auspicious occasion. Just to let you know, for noteworthy breakthrough, the movement is coming to McDonough. On the 17th, we're going to be in McDonough. Breakthrough the movement. Yes, sir. There are tickets available on Eventbrite, and also on the 18th, we're gonna be at Messiah's house. Oh yes, yours truly as GGI gonna be the MC on both nights alongside oh yes, Minister Denise. We're gonna be an MC navigating through the breakthrough the movement. On the 17th, we're gonna be in McDonough, and also on the 18th, we're gonna be at Messiah's house in Stone Mountain, and also on the 25th, gonna be our Caribbean Association of Georgia Festival. Yes, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. Oh, yes, and salute to all the Caribbeans. Yes, regardless which Caribbean country you come from, it's Caribbean Heritage Month. Also, Sanctuary of His Presence have the Women Conference is coming up in this said month. Oh, yes, the Healing Conference. You also can go Eventbrite, and also you can meet any of the member of Sanctuary of His Presence Kingdom Ministry, and they will navigate you through how you can enroll and how you can get yourself signed up. Oh yes, to be a part of the Healing Conference. And also, Dr. Nabia Kelly have a men conference. It's coming up in Stone Mountain also in the said month, which I will be a part of also. So I'm telling you, the month of June, it's going down. It's going to be epic. It's going to be lit. It's going to be dope. It's going to be a month of inspiration, motivation, and transformation.
Everywhere, people crying out. They're crying out for more gospel.
So once again, thanks to all those who support the Guyana Family Fund, the Guyana Association of Georgia. Oh yes, thanks to all the vendors and the patrons, and thanks to the president and the executive board and all everyone. The Guyana Association of Georgia Family Fund Day that has just concluded, button and end. And I want to tell you, it was an awesome, oh yes, occasion. And also to those who support Pastor Ricky album launch, we have a privilege to be the MC along Sister Denise.
It's only the power of the Father could stop you from going down there. It's only the word of God have the strength to stop you from going down there.
Yes, going down. Sanctuary is present. Have his women's conference, healing women's conference. Great lineup of speakers. Oh yes, if you want to be a part, you want to sign up, you want to get registered, meet any member, any leader of Sanctuary of His Present Kingdom Ministry, and they will navigate you and help you to get signed up and register for also the women conference coming up in this month of June. Is the men conference in Stone Mountain by Dr. Nabia Kelly. Oh yes, I'm telling you, it's going down. I'm going to be a part of the men conference also by Dr. Nabia Kelly. And also on the 17th gonna be, oh yes, a transformational Christian center in McDonough. Gonna be Breakthrough the Movement Crew concert. I'm gonna be a MC. Oh yes, on the 25th gonna be the Caribbean Association of Georgia Family Fun Day. Oh yes, on the 18th also we're gonna be at Messiah House in Stone Mountain.
People that living look like they're going down there. So we setting the word all over. Setting the word all over.
June is the month of Caribbean Heritage Month. It's kicking off today at the capital city in oh yes, Atlanta.
Explode the place like a time bomb, just like a time bomb. Explode in the place.
The conversation just want to shout out to all the bros, all the supporters, all the covenant partners, all the friends of the Second's Body. The conversation, all who rolling with me from day one, and those who join in along the way as we get continued 7 years deep.
Like a time bomb, just like a time bomb.
Yes, the Conversation Motivational Hour, the Conversation Motivational Date Night, the Conversation Motivational Sip and Chat, the Conversation Motivational Small Business Community, the Conversation Motivational Small Business Craving, the Conversation Motivational Together We Will Rise Ministry in Mahaika, Myconia, the East Coast Corridor with Apostle J.D. Prasad. How can I forget the Conversation Motivational Zero to Hero TV?
Explosion, healing in your body. Deliverance, take over your body.
That's the new arm of the conversation at the matriculating, evolving in Zero to Hero TV. Shout out to all the staff and coordinators of the August body. Oh, yes.
Holy Ghost, fire in your body. Setting the word all over. Setting the word all over.
Yes, the conversation can only get better and greater from here.
And we go link up with the gospel grenade.
We are evolving. Yes, we are matriculating.
We're chopping and shooting.
We are catapulting. We are exercising.
Young girl, woman, boy.
We are critical thinkers. A mind that is stretched will not return.
Even when it's hot like lava, I don't leave in a setting a timer. Got to let the whole world know that
At this juncture, happy birthday to all those who celebrate a birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Christ is the King.
Happy anniversary to all who celebrate the anniversary and tackle the whole month of celebration.
The power of the Father could stop you from going.
Purchase a new home, purchase a new car, increase in salary, promotion on your job. Bring a bundle of joy into this world.
It's only the one
Our sympathy and empathy go to those who have lost a loved one in this time of bereavement and grief. Oh, we are part of your mourners branch.
that is trying to stop you.
Not forgetting those who are going through sicknesses and challenges. We are praying for you. You're part of our prayer team. The prayer warriors are praying for you.
I'm going down there. But the way people living look like they're going down there. So we're setting the word all over. Setting the word all over. Yes.
Where the teenagers at? Where the millennials at? We're at the grown and sexy.
Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb.
This program is designed with all of you in mind. Whether you're in the nursing home, in the long-term care facility, whether you're in jail and prison, whether you walk in the park or walk on the sea lines where we call the sea walls, whether you're at the spa, whether you're having your hair day, whether you're having the barber shop, this program is designed with you in mind.
Just like a time bomb. Explosion, healing in your body. Deliverance, take over your body. The Holy Ghost, fire in your body. Setting the word all over. We setting the word all over. Explode in the place like a time.
Yes, our topic coming up. You are not full of it. You are full of it. You are full of it. You are full of it. You're not out of shelf life. You're not out of shelf life. No expiry date.
Just like a time bomb. Yeah. Explode in the place like a time bomb. Just like
Yes, you're exploding in the place with your beauty. You're exploding in the place with your handsomeness.
a time bomb. Yeah. Explode
Exploding with your nail and your tips.
in the place.
You hear, you walk and you smile.
Time bomb.
Yeah.
Just like a time bomb.
Let me get some attitude. Let me get some attitude going.
Explode in the place like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Yeah. Tick, tick, boom.
Yes, so a topic coming up not too long this in the future. You are full of it. You are full of it. You are full of it. You are not out of shelf life. No expiry date.
Explosion, healing in your body. Tick, tick, boom. The Holy Ghost, fire in your body.
Yes, welcome to the conversation. Welcome to the Conversation Motivational Hour. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Just like a time bomb. Like a time bomb. Like a time bomb. Just like a time
Yes, yes, yes. You're vibing with SGGR. Seon Gregory Gomes Rodney.
bomb.
As you came with the Mawara and Barbados, Caribbean country, Caribbean islands, South America, North America, Latin America, Central America, continent of Asia and Africa. I want to let you know this August body, our mantra is value. Yes, our mantra is value. And we believe in the reciprocal nature of value. We value whether you're in the penthouse, when you're under the bridge, in the gutters and in the trenches. We value whether you have a lot of money, don't have a lot of money, you have a job, don't have a job, have a platform, don't have a platform. We value you whether you're challenged or not. We value whether you're undervalued, marginalized. Oh yes, we want to tell you we believe in the reciprocal nature of value. That's why we come to this afternoon valuing you, tonight valuing you, this evening valuing you, and you stop by to value us, and together we value each other. Oh yes, and our theme for the year is newness.
Tick, tick, boom.
We are the bros at.
Like a time
We are the bro crew. We are the construction crew. The conversation. I want to let you know we build your self-confidence. We help you to build your self-worth. We help you to find your sweet spot and your rhythm. We help you to evolve. We help you to matriculate. Be able to know that you have purpose. Not only you have purpose, you're on schedule.
Everywhere, people crying out. They're crying out for more.
We are the children, we are the teenagers, we are the adolescents, we are the broke crews.
It's only the power of
We are the millennials, we are the grown and sexy.
God that could stop you from going down there. It's only the word of God have the strength to stop you from going down there. But the way some people they live
This program is designed with the oppressed and the depressed all in mind.
look like they're going down there.
Feel like giving up.
So we setting the word all over. Setting the word
Feel like you don't have the fortitude of strength.
all over.
Feel you don't have courage and tenacity. Giving up on your end game, giving up on your fighting ability. This program is designed with you in mind.
Just like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Explode
Enamored in pain and enamored in stress.
in the place.
This program is designed with you in mind.
Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb.
That's why it's called a conversation. We're going to have a conversation with somebody talk, somebody listen, and we reciprocate.
Boom. Explosion. Healing in your body. Boom. Deliverance. Take over your body. Boom. The Holy Ghost. Fire in your body. Setting the word all over. Setting the word all over. And let me go. Link up with the
You are not out of shelf life.
gospel grenade in hand. We traveling through the land. Young girl, woman, boy, and man.
No expiry date. You're not out of shelf life. No expiry date.
Feel the shake when it leave we hand. Even when it hot like lava. And
Turn to your boo, turn to your darling, turn to your husband, turn to your wife and say you're full of it.
leaving a setting a timer.
Turn to your sweetheart.
Let the whole world know that
Turn to your BFF.
Jesus Christ is the King. It's only the power of the Father could stop you from
Say you're full of it, you're full of it, you're full of it. You're not out of shelf life. No expiry date.
going down there. It's only the word of God that is strength to stop you from going down there.
Turn to your business partner, say you're full of it.
But the way people
Turn to your neighbors, you're full of it, you're full of it. You're not out of shelf life. No expiry date.
look like they're going down there. So we're setting the word all over. Setting the word
Yeah, mom, yeah, dad.
all over.
Yeah, grandpa, grandma.
Explode
Yeah, aunts and uncles.
in the place.
Nieces and nephews.
Just like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Oh, Lord. Explode
You are full of it, you're full of it, you're full of it.
in the place.
No expiry date, no expiry date.
Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Boom. Explosion. Feeling in your body. Boom.
Say to those who already write you off, so you don't have a comeback game. Let them know, yes, I am full of it, I'm full of it, I'm full of it. Oh, yes, I'm not out of shelf life, I'm not out of shelf life, I have no expiry date.
Deliverance. Take over
Hashtag your haters.
body. Boom. The Holy
Hashtag those in competition with you.
Ghost. Fire in your body.
Hashtag your frenemies and enemies.
The word all over. We setting the word all over.
Yes, your boy SGGR is full of it.
Explode
I don't know what you are full of it.
in the place.
Yeah, boy, with your handsome self, you're full of it.
Time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Yeah.
Yes, SGGR, you're full of it.
Explode in the place. Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Yeah. Explode in the
Full of shelf life, no expiry date. I know.
place. Like a time bomb. Just like a
I'm saying to you, yes, you're full of it, no expiry date, you're not out of shelf life.
time bomb. Yeah. Explode in the place.
Send it to the enemies.
Like a time bomb.
Send it to your frenemies.
Just like a time bomb. Yeah. Tick, tick, boom.
The haters and those who are walking in the construct to see you fall and see you fragmented.
Explosion. Healing in your body.
We are full of it, we are full of it.
Ah.
We are extra, we're not just regular.
Tick, tick, boom. The Holy Ghost. Fire in your body. Okay.
Yes, tell your boyfriend, tell your girlfriend, tell your boo, tell your darling, your sweetheart, you're full of it.
Just like a time bomb. Yeah.
Tell somebody you're full of it. No expiry date. You're not out of shelf life. Some people write you off. They think you don't have a comeback game. They think you don't have worth. You don't have value. Oh, yes. Tell them you're full of it. I don't know about you. I'm full of it. I have no shelf life, no expiry date. Understanding your comeback game is tight. Your comeback game is great. Your comeback game is awesome. Your comeback game is amazing. Let someone know you're coming back from the backside of the desert. You're coming back from your home be repossessed. You're coming back from your car be repossessed. You're coming back from tremendous amount of abortion. Oh yes, you're coming back from many miscarriages. You're coming back. You're coming back from trading from job to job to job. You're coming back. You're coming back. Your morning is turning to dancing. You're coming back. Your tears is turning to laughter. You're coming back. You're having a clean bill of health. You're coming back. I don't know about you. I'm full of it. I'm full of it. I'm full of it. I'm not out of shelf life. Oh, yes, I have no expiry date. I'm saying to you, you are not out of shelf life. You have no expiry date. You're coming out of that pit with no bottom. Your storm is about to pass. The storm is about to pass. The dust is about to settle. You're about to walk back in your authentic you. Gaining back your authentic laugh, your authentic smile. Yes, experiencing the greater version of yourself. Yes, you are full of it. You're full of it. You're full of it. Have no expiry date. You're full of shelf life. Hey. They pull you off of the shelf because they think you're not tall enough, you're not short enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not handsome enough, you're not affluent enough, you're not intellectual enough, you don't have the capacity. Yes, you're full of it tonight. Yeah. Somebody let your hair down. Yeah. Take your stiletto home. Put your red bottoms aside. Yeah. I don't know about you. I'm full of it. I'm full of it. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. I know you full of it. That's my big biological brother, my new Travis. Oh yes, Dolphus Gomes says yes. You know I'm full of it. I know.
Just like a time bomb, oh Lord, explode in the place.
Yes, we are full of it. We are full of it. We are full of it.
Like a time bomb.
Anything else comes is just to endorse what you already know.
Just like a time bomb.
Stress will not stick. Depression will not make inroads. Your setback is just setting you up for a greater comeback. You are full of it. Sorry for those who write you off, who are ready to prepare to utilize you. Didn't know that you're full of it. No expiry date. You're not out of shelf life. You was just in the holding cell of less fortunate situation. You was just in a holding cell with a bad bill of health, whether it be cancer, whether it be hypertension, diabetes. You was just in the holding cell. You know, they didn't know that you're full of it.
Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb.
The woman with the issue of blood, she was just full of it, man. She was just full of it. She had no expiry date. She had no expiry date. She wasn't out of shelf life.
Just like a time bomb, yeah.
They thought so because she tried all the doctors, she tried all her money, everything that she had, and they thought that now she's out of shelf life.
Explode in the face, like a time bomb, just like a time bomb.
Like the woman with the lost coin, she turned her chair over, she pulled the TV down, everything, looking for one coin. That's all she had to her name, one coin. And the Bible didn't give her a name because you see, if you give the woman a name, oh yes, people are going to start making a mock of the name. But he said the woman with the lost coin, but not knowing that she was about to matriculate and to evolve, coming back from that place. Oh yes, that she full of shelf life, no longer a lost coin, but many more coins.
Tick, tick, boom. Explosion, healing in your body.
Yes, you're full of it. I'm full of it. We are full of it.
Tick, tick, boom. The Holy Ghost fire in your body.
You was just in your holding cell in situations and circumstances in life. You was just in the holding cell. I want to tell you, you are in the holding cell without a mother, without a father. You was without a holding cell with no money, no job, no one love you, no one care. You was crying yourself to sleep, crying yourself up in the morning, going through the day crying, but you were just in the holding cell, not knowing that you were full of it. You're not out of shelf life, no expiry date. Yeah.
Like a time bomb, yeah.
Esther said to her two daughters-in-law, which are Oprah and Naomi. Naomi said to her two daughters-in-law, Oprah and Ruth. And she said to them, you know, for me to have a son to marry you guys now, it is impossible because they're dead. And I don't have a job, I don't have the education, I don't have anything to sustain you. So I want you to leave and go back to your country, go back to your village, go back to your family. And you may find a nice man that you go to school with, you went to college with, you work with at some time, you vibe it in the community, you kick it with the community. They may see it fit to, you know, get into a relationship, date you, marry you. And Oprah went back. Oh my, and Naomi said to Ruth, oh yes, entreat me not to leave. Well, you see, she was in her holding cell. Come on, somebody. Oh yes, you're full of it. And I can imagine the mother-in-law looking at her. You want to stay with it, something that didn't look and making no sense. Oh yes. Oh, entreat me not to leave. Your God gonna be my God. Your people gonna be my people.
Tick, tick, boom.
Let me hear what the audience have to say. The audience is giving us a clap because you are not out of shelf life. You are full of it. You are not out of shelf life, no expiry date. I'm speaking to someone tonight. You feel like you're out of shelf life. You have no more energy you think you don't have. You don't have any more vision, any more dream. You feel like you're not spot on. You cannot connect to the time now because the challenges now is greater than the challenges then. You feel like you don't have anything more to offer. You don't have any more thing to give. I want to let you know tonight, you're not out of shelf life. You're full of it, no expiry date.
Boom. Like a time bomb. Boom.
Entreat me not to leave. Your God gonna be my God. Your people gonna be my people. I'm not expired in my energy. I'm not expired in my dream and aspiration. And becoming I want to become. I'm full of it.
People crying out.
You are full of it. You're full of it.
They're crying out for more.
We're full of it, people.
It's only the power of the Father could stop you from going down there.
You see, the woman who had a son, and all that she had was a little flower. All she had, she didn't have no bacon, she had no sausage, she had no cook-up, no chow mein, no lau mein. All she had is a little flour. And she said, I'm going to bake this cake, give it to my son, and he is going to eat. At least he's going to die on a full belly. And I can imagine the death veil is coming down very, very slow. And if you ever have an opportunity to see what a death veil look like, I'm telling you, it's not something too pretty to look like. Years ago, I was called to pray for a woman. And while I entered into the room, I had the privilege of seeing what the death veil looked like. And the death veil was already coming down slowly over our eyes. You know, so they called me to pray for somebody who is already close to saying it is finished. And I can imagine she said that my son is going to die with this little flower. I'm going to bake that cake. The death veil is coming down and he's going to expire. He's going to dead. He's going to be gone and so forth and such like. But I want to tell you, this woman was full of it. She wasn't out of shelf life. No expiry date. The man of God come and said, bake me a cake.
Only the word of God have the strength to stop you from going down.
She was just in the hole inside with a little flower. I'm talking to somebody who just get $5 US. That's all you have to your name. I see the $5 US, $5 million just in the hole inside. You're full of it. You're full of it. You're full of it. You're not out of shelf life. No expiry date. We are the bros at. We are the bros at.
Just like a time bomb.
We are the millennials, we are the grown and sexy, we are the Gen Zs. We are the baby boomers.
Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb.
This program is designed for those on oppression, depression, and suppression.
Explosion, healing in your body.
You're full of it, you're going to have a clean bill of health. Case in point, the woman with the issue of blood.
Take over your body. The Holy Ghost, fire in your body. Setting the word all over. Setting the word all over. And let me go link up with the gospel.
What about the man with the legions of demons in the burial ground? What about the man in the legions of demons in the burial ground? Oh, yes. Jesus, have mercy upon me. Have mercy upon me. He's full of it. He was delivered. He was healed. Not out of shelf life. No expiry date.
Jesus Christ is the King. It's only the power of the Father that stop you from going down there. It's only the word of God.
Yes, you're full of it. You're full of it.
It's trying to stop you from going down there. But the way people living look like they're going down there.
I just want to tell you, yes, you are pretty enough. Yes, you're smart enough. Yes, you're handsome enough. Yes, you're tall enough. Yes, you're short enough. Yes, you're fat enough. Yes, you're fine enough.
Setting the word all over.
Yes, you're melanated enough.
The word all over.
Yes, you're fair enough.
Explode in the place like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Oh Lord. Explode in the place like a time
Yes, what up if you're a school dropout? You're still good enough.
bomb. Just like a time bomb.
He didn't give the church to Luke the doctor. He didn't give the church to Luke the doctor. And for the Bible geek and the Bible scholar and the moguls in the gospel fraternity, we know that the New Testament, every writing fashioned after the mind and the thought of Luke, because he is the doctor, Dr. Luke. Spirit-filled, spirit-led, and we know the New Testament, the style and the writings, Peter and all of those, they write under the stylings of Luke. So you find the developmental and the chronological orders of trending of thought came from the patronage of Luke. But who God gave the church to? Peter. Upon this rock, this Petros, this small rock, I'm going to build my church, and the gates of hell cannot prevail against it. So even you're a school dropout, I want to tell you, you're still full of it. Oh yes, you're full of shelf life, no expiry date.
Explosion, healing in your body. Deliverance, take over
Even though they're laughing at your baby boomer,
your body.
Poppy babies look up full of it. I'm going a cruise that I'm not paying for.
Holy Ghost, fire in
I'm going a boat ride I'm not paying for.
your body. Setting the word
I'm going back to school I'm not paying for, because the same babies I'm popping and taking care of me.
all over. We setting the word all over. Explode in the place like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Yeah.
Yes, you're full of it. You thought it was end when you get fired from that job. Yes, but you didn't know you're setting me up to own a parking lot, to own an apartment complex.
Explode
Look at me today, I own of a Fortune 500 company.
in the place like a time bomb. Just like a time
Yes, you're full of it. You're full of it. You're full of it.
bomb. Yeah. Explode
No expiry date. You're full of shelf life.
in the place like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Yeah.
Somebody about to matriculate. Somebody about to evolve, man.
Like a time bomb.
Somebody beginning to live their best life.
Just like a time bomb. Yeah. Tick, tick, boom. Explosion. Healing in your body. Tick, tick, boom. The Holy Ghost fire in your body.
The minute you want to give up, that's left place and you're full of it. Quitters never win, winners never quit. I am full of it, I'm full of it. I'm too handsome to quit. I'm too pretty to quit. I'm too tall to quit. I'm too short to quit. I'm too fat to quit. I'm too fine to quit. Come on.
Just like a time bomb.
I am here, I cannot quit. Quitters never win, winners never quit. I am full of it. You are full of it. We are not out of shelf life, no expiry date. Remember Elijah, when Elijah heard the word from Jezebel. Jezebel said, tomorrow at this time, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to kill you. I want to tell you. And Elijah run to the backside of the desert and he heard the word of God said, mighty man of valor. You are full of it.
Just like a time bomb.
You're still full of shelf life. No expiry date. Remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was thrown into the fiery furnace. Oh, yes, they were thrown into the fiery furnace, and the fiery furnace was heat 7 times hotter. I tell you, they turned the temperature up. Oh, yes, sir, 7 times hotter. Imagine you have no money. No one to call, no one to text, no one to email. 7 times after your life is in a dilemma financially. Oh yes, your life is in a turmoil emotionally. 7 times after no one authentically want to love you and affirm their love to you. No one want to embrace you. No one want to romance you. No one want to play draft on your legs and domino on your chest. Oh, no one want to give you a ring or a string. Oh yes, 7 times after. Oh yes, you've been all through the rejection. You're rejected at your job, rejected in the family, rejected at the organization, rejected in the church, rejected in the neighborhood. Oh, 7 times hotter. Oh yes, you have 1 pill to diabetes, 1 pill to hypertension, 1 pill to cancer, and you have 7 times hotter. But I want to let you know, tell yourself, I am full of it.
Tick, tick, boom.
Because what, there's a 4th man in the fire. Yahweh HaMashiach, the promised Messiah. Yes, you're full of it. You're full of it. I am full of it. No expiry date. You're not out of shelf life. I'm not out of shelf life.
Everywhere, people crying out. They're crying out for more gospel. It's only the power of the Father that could stop you from going down there. It's only the word of God have the strength to stop you.
It's not how far you have been. You see, people judge you on how far you have been in life. What does that mean? You may have had many setbacks. You have had many painful experiences. You have had any bad experience and bad memories of the past, and people judge you from your past experience. They were good with you from the time they have knowledge of your past, and they want to judge you all in your past, in your present. But I want to let you know, you are full of it.
I'm going down there, but the way some people are living look like they're going down there. So it's setting the word all over.
Is that where you come from? It's where you're at and where you're going. You see, sometimes people call us because of how they knew us. They call us, oh yes, they refuse to call us how we matriculate to. They refuse to call us what we evolve to. They refuse to call us where our critical thinking take us. So they call us on what they knew us in the past. They call us what they knew us in the past of affiliation and association. They call us in the name they know our past setback, our past dilemma. So they call us in those names. But now what they call us is what you respond to. Yes.
Just like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Explode in the breath.
It's not what they call you, but what you respond to.
Like
You are full of it, I'm full of it. We're not out of shelf life.
a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Tick, tick, boom. Explosion. Healing in your body.
Remember Saul? They know Saul is a persecutor of the church. Saul is going to kill people. He's going to kill them Christians. As a matter of fact, the guy was on the road to kill Christians, to persecute them and to kill them. He had a letter that was already sealed and stamped with the signet ring of approval. There's no turning back when he's going to slaughter the church. Oh yes, but when Saul become Paul,
Deliverance.
some of them still see Paul as Saul.
Your body. Tick, tick, boom. The Holy Ghost.
It's not what they call him, but what you respond to.
Fire in your body.
Some still call you Catman, some still calling you a player, some still calling you a trickster.
Setting the word all over. Setting the word all over.
What are you responding to?
And let me go link up with the gospel grenade in hand. We're traveling through the land. Young girl, woman, boy, and man. We feel the shake when it leaves we hand. Even when it hot like lava.
Yes, you're full of it, I'm full of it, we are full of it.
I don't leave in a setting a timer. Got to let the whole world know that Jesus Christ is the King. It's only the
That's why I gotta tell some people, welcome to the new me, welcome to the new me, welcome to the new me, welcome to the new you.
power of the Father could stop you from going down there. It's only the word I got.
That's why my new approach, sometimes when you introduce me, I reintroduce myself.
That is strength to stop you from going down there.
That's why some people, they can only introduce you casually because they see you casual unto them. But when you matriculate and you evolve and they're still holding you at the place you used to be, but know that you move on. I don't live there anymore. I don't dwell there anymore because I'm full of it.
But the way people living look like they're going down there. So we set it.
You are full of it.
The word all over. Setting the word all over. Yes. Explode
I used to think low of myself, but I'm thinking highly and great of myself.
in the place.
Because I come to realize I'm full of it, I'm full of it, I'm full of it. No expiry date. Oh yes, I'm full of shelf life.
Yes. Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Oh Lord. Explode in the place. Like a time bomb.
I used to think everybody can be healed of their sickness and the disease, but I cannot be healed. No, I can be healed.
Just like a time bomb. Tick, tick, boom. Explosion.
Yes, you're full of it, I'm full of it.
Healing in your body.
We are full of it, no expiry date. We're not out of shelf life.
Boom. Deliverance. Take over your body. Boom. The Holy Ghost.
I used to think I cannot live. I used to think I was coming to this. I came into this world just to exist. But when I recognize I'm full of it, no expiry date. I'm not out of shelf life. I'm about to live.
Fire in your body.
And I only living in the abundance.
All over. We setting the word
And only in the abundance, in the overflow.
all over. Explode
Yes, we are the construction crew. We are building you up.
in the place.
I want somebody tonight to find self-worth, to find self-value. I want someone to up the ante in self-care.
Like a time bomb. Just like
Yes, you're full of it. You're full of it. No expiry date. You're not out of shelf life.
a time bomb. Yeah.
We want to help you to find your rhythm, to find your sweet spot.
Explode in the place. Like
I want you to start loving on yourself.
time bomb. Just like a
Start celebrating yourself.
time bomb. Yeah.
Start decorating yourself.
Explode in
Get those hairs, get those nails, get those tips out.
the place. Like a
Start laughing and smiling again.
time bomb. Just like
Get a contagious laughter.
a time bomb.
Get a smile that will take the world by storm.
Yeah. Explode in the place.
Yes, you're full of it. I'm full of it. We're not out of shelf life.
Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Yeah. Tick, tick, boom. Explosion. Healing in your body. Ah. Tick, tick, boom. The Holy Ghost. Fire in your body.
Yes, somebody gonna laugh again. Somebody gonna smile again. Somebody gonna celebrate again.
Tick, tick, boom. Tick, tick, boom.
No longer you'll be tolerated, but you'll be celebrated.
Like a time bomb. Tick, tick, boom.
longer going to hide in the backside of the desert. They're going to come to the forefront.
They're crying out for more gospel. It's only the power of the
I'm full of shelf life. I'm full of shelf life. I'm full of it. I'm full of it.
that could stop you from going down there. It's
I'm full of expectancy.
only the word of God have the strength to stop you from going down there.
I know I'm full of greatness also.
Some people that living look like they're going down there. So we setting the word all over. Setting the word all over. Explode.
Your past is overtaken by your present. Yeah.
Just like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Explode in the place. Like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Tick, tick, boom. Explosion. Healing in your body. Boom. Deliverance.
Somebody say no to suicide tonight.
Take over your body. Tick, tick, boom. The Holy Ghost. Fire in your body. Setting the word all over. Setting the word all over.
Somebody about to pull out the paper to make a document of the name of the business they want to register.
And let me go, link up.
Somebody about to get an EIN number.
With the gospel grenade in hand, we're traveling through the land. Young
Somebody is going to get a loan.
woman, boy, and man, who feel the shake when it leave with
Somebody about to call their realtor. They want to get to purchase their home tonight.
hand. Even when it's hot like lava, I don't leave in a setting a timer. Got to let the whole world know that
Yes, you're full of it. Not out of shelf life. No expiry date.
Jesus Christ is the King. It's only the power of the Father could stop you from going down there. It's only the word of God that is strength to stop you from going down there.
Yes, you're full of it. I'm full of it. We are full of it. No expiry date. Out, no out of shelf life.
But the way people living look like they're going down there. So we're setting the word all over. Setting the word
Wait, man, stop. God just begin.
all over. Yes. Explode in the place.
When one chapter starts, another one just begins. Okay?
Just like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb. Oh, Lord. Explode in the place. Like a time bomb.
It's the new chapter for someone tonight. You're full of it. I'm full of it. We are full of it.
Just like a time bomb.
In this new chapter, no expiry date. You're not out of shelf life.
Tick, boom.
Hold on the violin, sweet to the tune. Aye.
Explosion. Healing in your body. Boom. Deliverance. Take over your body.
New broom sweet clean, but the old broom know all the corners.
Boom. The Holy Ghost. Fire in your body. Setting the word all over. We setting the word.
You see, Abraham, they thought Abraham was out of shelf life. They think Abraham is not full of it because now he is about approaching 100. Sarah is approaching 90, and they don't have a child of their own. But I want to let you know you're not out of shelf life. You're full of it. No expiry date. And at 100, God gave Abraham Isaac. At 90, God gives Sarah Isaac. You're not out of shelf life. No expiry date. Man may have an expiry date for you. Man may say you're out of touch. Man may say you're not in sync. Man may say you're not relevant. Man may say you don't have the ability to work in tandem. Man may say you cannot be hands in gloves because they have an expiry date seemingly. They think that you're out of shelf life. They feel that your eyes are dim and your hands are feeble. Oh yes, but I want to let you know, hey, that you are full of it, because I want to tell you it's hard to be at 100 and for something to say 6 o'clock for a man, something to say 12 o'clock for a man, is something to be at 90 and your pelvic bone is bearing a child. But I want to tell you, you are full of it. Hey.
Explode in the place like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb, yeah. Explode in the place like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb, yeah. Explode
Yes, it's a new chapter. It's a new chapter.
in the place like a time bomb. Just like a time bomb, yeah.
You see, Goliath was making a mock of the strong, the biceps, the triceps, the heights and everything else, and those with the names of the war generals and everything else. Goliath was making a mock off of them, man. You know, no one want to come forward with the courage and the tenacity and the resilience to stand up to Goliath. But I want you to understand, David came and David was full of it, man. He was a young lad. He was full of it. He's not out of shelf life. He had no expiry date. And David said, look, I'm going to take Goliath today. And they say, David, you going to be out of shelf life. You're not going to live that long. You're going to expire because you have no wind under your belt. Oh yes, you have no name that can matriculate and evolve, that anyone can take it. You probably, in fact, David, don't even have a child. You don't even have a wife. You don't have the family of your own. But I want to tell somebody tonight, you are full of it. No expiry date. You're not out of shelf life. I want to tell you, David, take a lion down. Yes, you're not out of shelf life. I'm not out of shelf life. We are not out of shelf life. No expiry date. Yes, you're full of it. I'm full of it. Yes, you're tall enough, you're short enough, you're smart enough, you're dumb enough. Yes. Oh, yes, I want to tell you, fat enough, fine enough, you're melanated enough, you're colored enough. You see, God take the foolish things to confound the wise. God take the foolish things to confound the wise, and the wisdom of man, and the prudence of man, and the jurisprudence of man, and the intellectuals of man. God take the foolish of the foolish. You see, to use David, it was foolish to stand to Goliath, and more so, he didn't have any of the greatest of the armor. He had a sling in shot, but God used the foolish thing, oh yes, to confound the wise. I want to let you know, you may deem foolish in the eyes of your comrades, in the eyes of your family, in the eyes of your associates, in the eyes of your friends, but I want to tell you, God is about to use you to do some great things. You see, that's why God tell Peter, Petros, small rock, upon this rock I'm gonna build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. He didn't give it to Dr. Luke. You see, I want you to understand that you're full of it. The woman at the well is the reason why she didn't have name neither. She didn't name Margaret Macy's or none of those kind of names. She didn't have no name. The woman at the well, because God don't want expressions to be cast by name. The only woman most time they have name in the context that not much favorable was Jezebel. Nevertheless, but the woman at the well, you see, this woman wasn't of the cloth. This woman wasn't of the stature. She wasn't of the taking and the liking in the day. You see, for those who are science mates like I am, you know what we call nocturnal. Nocturnal mate are animals that mate at night. They are nocturnally. They use the nighttime for their mating. So this woman, in the context of nocturnally, she was only good for the nighttime. She was only good for within the sheets and the pillow. Her legs was only good for hands to place giraffe on her legs and domino on her chest. But in the daytime, she wasn't good to associate with. She wasn't good to be seen by. You see, so she wasn't the woman of the cloth. She didn't fit, the groupings to be someone BFF, to be accompanied at the well for water. But I want to let you know, God take the foolish things to confound the wise. And I want to tell you, this room was still full of it, because Jesus said, if I give you of this water, you will never thirst again. Oh yes, in the grand scheme of things, that woman called the largest crowd that ever been called or seen by one single person. She wasn't a first lady. She wasn't the president. of an organization. She wasn't a vice president of a Fortune 500 company. She wasn't the president of the dean or a dean of a school. She didn't own a parking lot, an apartment complex. And she, even a matter of fact, she didn't have a name attached to her. The woman at the well. Oh yes, people may see you as a nobody, but I want to let you know tonight you are full of it, because I want to tell you, you have no expiry date. Oh yes, you're full of shelf life. Oh glory to God, this year expired in the daytime, but I'm knowing in the daytime she's gonna go down in the annals of history, calling the largest crowds can ever be seen. Yes, you're full of shelf life, no expiry date. You're full of it. Yes, let's look at the thief of the cross. You see, there were 3 thieves on that cross. You had Jesus. You had 2 thieves, one on the right, one on the left, and Jesus in the middle. But I want to put Jesus at the 3 thieves in the context, because what Jesus is doing there, he is thieving. Oh, glory to God. In that context, I want to put in the Bible. Didn't say that I'm exegesis, I'm eisegesis, and I'm homiletically tonight. Parenthetically, I want to put Jesus as the thief tonight in the context of this discourse. And disclaimer, I don't want anyone to say that Seon Gregory Gomes Rodney said Jesus is a thief according to the Word of God. The Word of God didn't say that. But because I'm eisegesis, I'm exegesis, and also I'm homiletically and I'm parenthetically putting into the context of the discourse tonight, that Jesus is stealing the morals and the character of someone and putting into someone who doesn't deserve it. That's what I'm saying, that there were 3 thieves on the cross. So the one says, Jesus, remember me when thy kingdom come. He didn't have to go to a converse class right away. He didn't have to go to water baptism. He didn't have to go through all of those steps. Jesus said, today you will be with me in paradise. He take from us and give to him. That's why I said Jesus, oh yes, was the 3rd thief on the cross. He thief my character. He thief your character. He thief my integrity. He stole your integrity and give to the thief who said, today I want to be with you in paradise. Remember me when your kingdom comes. I want to tell you, I want to let you know, you have no expiry date. You have no shelf life, because you are full of it. When man stopped, God started. Immediately there was a new chapter for the thief on the cross. We are the bros, we are the bros. That's why I don't write off anyone. I know it will be at the crossroad, the last minute of your life, you can be converted. Without water baptism, without the confirmation class, without new members class and new believers class and all that. Today you'll be in paradise. I didn't say you're going to get star in his crown and you're going to be all charaded on the day of when the award's going to give out in heaven. I didn't say that, but you're going to make it. I'd start to say sometimes those who speak in tongues, those who fast, those who pray, and those who be in all the church service, they're going to miss it. This man didn't fast, this man didn't pray, this man didn't attend church service. He was a thief. And he thief, and the thief caused him to be on the cross.
Everywhere, people crying out. They're crying out for more.
Yes, you're full of it, I'm full of it. We're not out the shelf life. No expiry date. Don't write off anyone. The people that you're passing when you're going up, you're going to pass them when you're coming down. You see Amon, right? Amon was doing well. He passed the people when you're going up, man. He looked down at Mordecai. Mordecai is not in my category, man. Mordecai can roll in the clothes like I roll. Mordecai can't buy $1,000 cologne that like you could smell it from a mile away. Mordecai cannot drive in the limousine and the Lexus and the Ferrari and the Lamborghini that I'm in, man. Mordecai is not in my. Matter of fact, Mordecai is a gatekeeper. Mordecai can't even shake the hand of the king. And Amon was full of it. Oh yes, and he passed Mordecai looking down when he was going up. up. You see what I'm saying? Mordecai doesn't even wear the shoes that I wear. I'm not knowing the people that you're passing when you're going up. You're going to pass them when you're coming down. Oh, yes. And I want to tell him, Mordecai, watch when you're going to take the gallows and put upon Haman and his sons.
He's trying to stop you from going down there. But the way some people they living look like they're going down there.
The same party arranged himself in the same party. Oh, yes. So Mordecai.
So we're setting the word all over. Setting the word all over. Yes. Explode.
Be careful you treat people when they're in the gutters and in the trenches.
Yes. Like a time bomb.
Because the time gonna come, they're gonna move from the gutters and the trenches, they're gonna move to the mountain top, and you're gonna come to the gutters and the trenches.
Just like a time bomb. Explode.
Life is reciprocal.
In the place. Like a time bomb.
In the Guyanese vernacular, we call it karma.
Just like a time bomb. Explosion. Feeling in your body.
So be careful how you treat people in a position of power. Be careful how you treat people in a position of authority, because you will not be in position and authority for all your life. They tell you there's people going to be above you one day, and how you treat them is going to be recompensed.
Deliverance, take over your body. Boom.
Ask Brother Haman.
Holy Ghost, fire in your
Ask Brother Mordecai.
setting the word all over. We setting the word all over. And we go link up with the gospel grenade in hand. Which
Yes, you are full of it. You're full of it. I'm full of it. No expiry date. We are not out of shelf life.
traveling through the land. Young girl, woman, boy, and man. We feel the shake when it leave we hand. Even when it hot like lava. I don't leave it, I set it.
5 more minutes to go. 5 more minutes to go.
Got to let the whole world know that Jesus Christ is the King. It's only the power of the Father can stop you from going down.
I want to thank those who take me to the poolside.
It's only the word of God that is
I want to thank to those who take me along the shoreline.
to stop you from going down.
Thanks to those who take me along the seawalls. Thanks to those who take me along. Oh, yes, they're here night or they're here day, or whatever they get going on here right now.
The way people
Thanks to those who take me to the break room,
look like they're going
the dining room, the sitting room, or the patio.
down there. So we setting the
Who take me in their car on the way driving to work.
word all over. Setting the
I just want to thank you tonight.
word all over.
Those who take me in the nursing room. Oh, yes, in the nursing home in your room.
Yes.
Who
Explode
take me in the hospital wherever you are. Thanks to those who take me in the place of jail and prison.
in the place. Like
I want to thank you tonight.
a time bomb. Just like a time
Who
bomb.
make space for me even though they're going through stressful situation. I want to thank you. Who make room for me though you're depressed and you're oppressed and you're suppressed. I want to thank you tonight.
Oh, Lord. Explode in the place. Like a time
As we
bomb.
continue this 7 years of celebration, I want to thank those who roll, oh yes, with the Conversation platform in all the 7 years that we continue to count in. I want to tell you, the conversation is not out of shelf life. The conversation have no expiry date. The Conversation platform is full of it.
Just like a time bomb.
You know, the visionary and the CEO of the Conversation is yours truly. And I am a Georgetonian by birth, New Amsterdami and Liverpoolian. And you know, we are always extra.
Explosion, healing in your body. Boom, deliverance, take over your body. Boom, the Holy
Thanks to Ezekiel, the Mawara, Barbies, Caribbean, country, Caribbean, South America, North America, Latin America, Central America, continent of Asia and Africa. Thank you for rolling with SGGR tonight. Yours truly, Seon Gregory Gomes Rodney, and all the affiliates, the Conversation Motivational Hour, the Conversation Motivational Date Night, the Conversation Motivational Sip and Chat, the Conversation Motivational Small Business Scriving, the Conversation Motivational Small Business Community, the Conversation Motivational Together We Will Rise Ministry in Mahaika, Maikoni, on the East Coast Corridor, alongside Apostle J.D. Prasad, and the Conversation. Oh, yes, Zero to Hero TV.
Ghost, fire in your body. Setting
You can really see we are matriculating and we're evolving.
the word all over. We setting the word all over.
I want thanks to all my team in the various facets and in the various affiliates. I want to thank to all those who are doing great work and small work for the Conversation, all those who are donating to the stars and purchasing the star. I want to thank those who are contributing to our stars tonight, and all past, present, and will contribute in the future. To those who purchase all the paraphernalia, the hats, the cups, the t-shirts, the sneakers, I want to thank you, the bags, for all that you are doing in a great and small way. And for those who know me, I want you to also to sometimes let people know that I am a very hard-working young man. I'm very hard-working. I work sometimes too hard that sometimes I even fell asleep in the barber chair having my hair done because what I am exhausted of the physical hard work. So none of your contribution goes to my pocket or goes to pay any of my bill. And I know many out there who are very close in my inner circle and who are very in allegiance and alliance with me, rub shoulders, know that I am a very hard-working person. I hardly sleep because I think sometimes the greatest amount of sleep is when I expired or when I die. So I always working on something. So therefore, your contribution is not going to pay any of SGGR bills or keeping me in any way or form, but it is helping the platform to matriculate, to evolve. And I want to tell you, oh yes, that you're helping someone. Oh yes, one life is too much to lose to suicide. One life is too much to lose to depression. One life is too much to lose to stress. One life is too much. But I want to let us know that all of us have a role and a part to play. Just be yourself tonight. You don't have to fit in anyone's status quo. You don't have to fit in anyone's liking or taking. You don't have to be the seamstress made for someone or the tailor made for someone. Be in your own personality. Be in your own authentic self. Don't pretend to be someone else. Let nobody try to make you into someone else. Be the authentic you, and you will evolve as you. You will be a blessing as who you are, just being you. You all right? I want you to understand you're not there for everyone. Everyone will not like you. Everyone will not love you. Everyone will not support you. Everyone will not cheer you on. Everyone will not clap you. The minute we come to understand that SGGR was born with his own sphere of influence. You was born with your own sphere of influence. We were made to support each other, celebrate each other, elevate each other, esteem each other. Let no one try to make you what you are not meant to be. Let no one try to give you what you're not meant to take on. Just be you. Let no one curtail your laughter. Your laughter is your ministry. Let no one curtail your smile. Your smile is your ministry. Let no one curtail the way you walk. It's a part of your ministry. Let no one try to direct your administrative skills and your decor skills. You have your own ministry. You just be you. Let no one try to help you out, you to talk and how you should. No, you just be you. Peter transformed many lives, even though he was using his fisherman vernacular. He transformed many lives. Paul, as a tent maker, transformed many lives. He didn't speak the doctoral words like Luke and and so on and so on and so forth. And many bones in your body and this is the patella and this is the upper extremities and the lower extremities and so. No, he talk about wood. He talk about so on different kababali wood, and he talk about the green art and the pitch pipe, because that's what he knew as a tent maker. And Peter gonna convert when he talking about hassle. He talking about crab, he talking about shark, and he talking about all different types of fish. And so just be you, because God wants to use you to be an influence in your way. The woman at the well, we may call her a 7-Eleven, she legs always open. We may call her a bicycle, jump on, jump off. We may call she a whore. We may call she whatever name they call her, different country vernacular. But that woman, she used her own skill. Come see a man. She didn't use a theological term. Come see Jesus, the Savior of the world. She said, come see a man. She used what she knew best and in her own way. Come see a man. Some may say, which man you come? Come see another boo you got? Come see another man they shack up in? No, come see a man. She didn't care what they were put it into their context. So be you tonight. You are full of it. I am full of it. You're pretty just the way you are. You're handsome just the way you are. You are tall just the way you are. You are short just the way you are. You're melanated just the way you are. You're fair in pigmentation just the way you are. Your body mass is comfortable just the way you are. Just be the you, because you have work to do. I have work to do. And together we have work to do. And the work we have to do is to motivate, to inspire, to mentor, to raise up leaders, to use our experiences, to use our trials and our testings, our setbacks, what we learn along this journey, being ourselves. At the end of this song, we're going to make our segue out of here tonight.
Explode in the place like a time bomb, just like a time bomb. Yeah. Explode in the place like a time bomb, just like a time bomb. Yeah. Explode in the place like a time bomb, just like a time bomb. Yeah. Explode.
I just want to let you know I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. From the heartbeat and the pulse of SGG, I want to let you know I love you, but Christ love you best.
Just like a time bomb, yeah. Tick, tick, boom. Explosion, healing in your body. Ah. Tick, tick, boom. The Holy Ghost fire in your body. Okay. Just like a time bomb, yeah.
Have a blessed and productive week. Compete with no one else and compete with yourself to be the best version of who God has called you to be. I'm happy to be your orator, your motivator, your inspiration tonight, your minister, your pastor, your chaplain, your life coach, your entrepreneur. I'm happy to be with you tonight and to tell you are the best people that the world can ever see and ask for. You are in the best version of who yourself. Compete with no one else. And I want to tell you, have a great and productive week. I want to let you know, God bless you. God bless you, and I pray that whatever you put your hands to do shall prosper. Wherever the sole of your feet shall tread, it shall be for a possession tonight. And I pray that you will have no lack, you'll never be in want, but you will be in the fullness of what God has called you to be. God bless you.